Hey everybody. So I'm just feeling called to play a lot and share it. Uh, so I written posted something on Facebook recently about how the switch between Dhrupad, which was the original classical North Indian and highly influenced South Indian classical musical form, and Khayal, which is the predominant Indian classical music form, especially North Indian classical music form, but I mean, that's a whole other discussion about all this. But Drupad itself has gone almost extinct. And the reason, of course, is that it's very deep, extremely slow. Because when you're working in the lower registers, there is no place for all the theatrics that is done with the upper registers of the voice. And Drupad started with building a bass, an unshakable bass. If you hear some Drupad singers, their voices are coming from some place that you can't even imagine because it doesn't exist in you. It has to be created. And the interesting thing about Drupad and why I decided to tell you about this was that so the tanpura, which is the four-string instrument that all Indian classical vocalists and musicians have playing by them, they would pick a string from the tanpura and let it suggest which rag they were going to sing. Because when those traditional tantras, especially with those really loose strings, when you picked it, I'm sure there were multiple, you know, overtones and things like that that suggested them what to sing. And my music is kind of similar in that I have learned some songs, of course, but I've never tried to play songs as much as I'm trying to explore uh, themes, which is what rags are, or which is what scales and their compositions are in Western classical music. But I don't sit down with the thing that, okay, I'm going to play a 5 minute song, that starts off like whatever and finishes like, you know, it's what is the mood and the guitar really wanting to do, me and it together, and start off with like an open exploration and see what comes. But the beauty is that because of this stumble along, but with a system kind of playing, sometimes I hit upon some really interesting, at the very least, if not beautiful, combinations of the mood, the 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 guitar, maybe a little bit of help from machinery and intelligence, like this effects that I have, and something really beautiful ends up flowing. And sometimes you have a muse, a really special muse, and if that muse is calling you and speaking to you, and all of this then can work together to make some real magic happen. And in any case, constant magic would be boring. It wouldn't be magic anymore. So I play with that kind of freedom, because I play a lot. I've played a lot. I haven't practiced at all. So even the mistakes, it's not a mistake really. It's the progression towards not making it. And there's actually a much deeper thing that I want to share about all this, but that'll be another time. So anyway, I was playing something about 15, 20 minutes ago, and it happened to be that magical mix of the muse, the music, the instrument, and the instrumentalist. So let's see if I can repeat it just a little bit for you all. And it's good to see you. And thank you, Muse.